First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense? What?
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, this defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on third down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cook again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. They saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there. The pressure from multiple guys there as they carry him for a big 9-yard loss. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Steps away. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The Bears at 3-1 here through the first 4 games. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Room here to run. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. And if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD. And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Really nice gain of 25 yards.
How about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw is Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Fields runs over it. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
They go play action with Wilson.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On the move to his left.
And that one on the money to Claypool downfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
They'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Throwing again is Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On first down, Fields
sliding out of the pocket.
And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Wilson. And complete right side to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that nearly intercepted. A guy known for his hands defensively, that's about what he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
3rd and 2, Fields.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The slot man in motion right. Running off tackle with Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction.